What are some of the hardest pills to swallow in life? When I was 15, my older brother Eric left home after this huge screaming match with our dad. Dad had always been super strict about everything. Grades, curfew, chores, you name it. But Eric was 18 and wanted to do his own thing, you know? They got into it over something stupid, like Eric staying out past midnight on a weekend. I remember standing at the top of the stairs listening to them yell. Dad was going off about respect and responsibility, and Eric was shouting back about how nothing he ever did was good enough. Then Dad said the words that still give me chills. If you walk out that door, don't bother coming back. Eric grabbed his backpack, stuffed some clothes in it, and slammed the front door so hard the whole house shook. Mom tried calling him that night, but his phone went straight to voicemail. She left like 20 messages. Dad just sat in his recliner watching TV, acting like nothing happened. But I could tell he was waiting for Eric to come crawling back. We all were. Days turned into weeks. Mom would set an extra plate at dinner out of habit, then quietly put it away. She'd leave Eric's bedroom door open, and sometimes I'd catch her just standing there, staring at his unmade bed. Dad never talked about it, but he started checking his phone constantly, probably hoping for a text or something. I kept thinking Eric would show up for my birthday in October, or maybe Thanksgiving. When Christmas came and went with no word, I figured he was just being stubborn. Maybe he got a job somewhere. Maybe he had a girlfriend. Maybe he was living his best life and just didn't want to deal with family drama. Mom would cry sometimes when she thought nobody was looking. She'd sit at the kitchen table late at night, staring at her phone, waiting for a call that never came. Dad would find her there in the morning and they'd have these weird, quiet conversations that stopped when I walked in. Years went by. I graduated high school, started college. Sometimes I'd wonder if Eric even knew I existed anymore. I used to imagine running into him at a gas station or something, and he'd be all successful and happy, and we'd laugh about how stupid that fight was. I pictured him having kids someday that I'd never meet. The hardest part was how Dad changed. He got softer with me, like he was scared I'd leave too. He'd ask about my friends, my classes, even offered to help with homework he didn't understand. It was nice, but also weird, because I could tell he was thinking about Eric the whole time. Then I turned 21, and everything fell apart. I was at my apartment when this cop showed up at my door with an envelope. Said they'd been trying to reach my parents but couldn't get through. The letter was from the state police, and it had Eric's name on it. My hands were shaking so bad I could barely read it. They'd found remains behind this old abandoned gas station about 2 towns over. Dental records confirmed it was Eric. The estimated time of death was about a month after he left home. 6 years. He'd been dead for 6 whole years, and we never knew. I drove home and found Mom in the kitchen making dinner like any other night. When I told